right, we are live. What's up, everybody? So as mentioned in the description and the announcement on Instagram, we're going to be announcing in just a few minutes here the winner of a free Trailhound MTB jersey and also a pair of gloves from Trailhound. So we're going to get to that in a few minutes, but I thought it'd be cool. I got a few shipments in this week and thought it'd be fun to just wait and do the unboxing here on the live stream. So got some new stuff in from ONeil, got some parts from E13, and I even got some new whiskeys in this week. So I think what we'll do now is start with doing some unboxing. So let's, the E13 box is right here. Oh. Spoiler alert, it's tires. So, I don't know. I'm gonna do this. There's a lot of tires in there. But I do want to talk about these a little bit because I've got a little bit of experience with E13 tires now, which is what led to the reordering we did here. So this right here is the LG one. That's their Enduro casing tire. And what they have, what E13 has is, if you guys haven't checked out their tires, and I think there's probably no better time to do that than now, because as you've probably found out if you've tried to buy tires in the last year and a half, it's getting really hard to find the Maxxis or Schwalbe or, you know, whatever brand you favor, the big brands. It's been tough to get a lot of the tires. So in that time, I've been doing some work with E13 this year. I got a little bit of support from them and put their TRS Trail race tire on my Evil Following when I built that up. So that's the, I think I should have a couple of those in here too. But I just want to quickly describe the way the E13 tire lineup works. So they have trail, enduro, and downhill. So what that refers to, you know, obviously is the casings are different. Oh, cool. My son's joining us from the toilet. Good to know. Anyhow, the casings differ, you know, obviously from the trail to enduro to gravity or downhill. They get tougher and heavier as you go up the line. Within each of those three categories, though, they have three different tires. So they have the, what they call Plus, which is going to be the lightest in each one. Then they have Race, and then they have Mopo. And the Mopo is, it's kind of, they have an interesting story. It's a compound that's supposed to be really sticky, really slow rebounding, but also wears really well. And they discovered this in Thailand, where their tire factory is. And it's a compound that the same tire factory has been using on moped tires. Guys riding scooters over there in Thailand, I guess, and like racing them, and they found this compound that works really great, and they thought, well, how would that be on a mountain bike tire? And they did some testing and loved it. So the Mopo is available in all three tire casings as well. So I ordered a mixture because we've got various bikes, and I have a new bike coming in another month or so. So I've even got tires in advance for that. But I'll tell you, I've been using the Trail Race tire. So that's the middle level tire in the Trail series. And it's a lighter casing. It's an under 1,000 grams per tire for 29 by 2.4. But it does have an aramid sidewall reinforcement. The regular Trail Plus, the lowest, lightest tire, we have that on my wife's Evil offering. And they are fine for light trail use. But if you're riding rocks at all, the sidewalls don't quite hold up. I mean, they haven't torn on us, but we do get some weeping of sealant and that kind of thing pretty regularly through those tires. It's not a thing where they're not usable, but you can just tell that we're doing a little bit more with the tire than what it's cut out for. So if you ride rocks but still want the lighter trail tire, I would definitely recommend going up to the Race compound, or the race level, the mid level of that tire. But I ordered some Enduros because I think these are going to be great on the next bike I get, and I also need to replace the front tire on my Ritmo. So I'm going to do that with an Enduro Mopo compound, and I am really looking forward to trying out that compound. So anyhow, we've got like, I think 6 tires in here, a mixture of 27.5s and 29s. And I'll tell you one other thing, you guys, is that the really cool thing about E13 tires is they're priced lower than Maxxis and Michelin, Schwalbe, Continental, you know, all the popular tires out there, even Specialized. I mean, Specialized, I think their prices are pretty fair, but E13 stuff is even a little bit lower. So you can get a tire for 50, 60, like a really good tire for $59.99 regular price. So definitely hit up E13. Check out their website, see what's in stock if you need tires right now, because as with everything, supply chain issues and all that stuff, they come in stock. You better grab them while you can, because stuff will be out and then back ordered again for a while. That's what we've been seeing the cycle lately, which is why I have a box of 6 tires, because I'm sort of ordering ahead here because I don't want to not be able to get tires when I do need them. So anyways, hope you guys check out E13 because I've really been digging their stuff. They've got great wheel sets, really cool cassettes as well, and just a lot of, I'm running their bars and stem on my Evil, and they even have a dropper post. So there's a bunch of stuff on that website, so make sure you look at it. All right, fun stuff here. First of all, props to UPS for the white glove service on delivery here. That's how it literally landed on my porch. But got another shipment from ONeil in. They always send me a bunch of stickers, which is awesome. So the 2022 stuff is pretty much fully stocked for ONeil. And with ONeil, one thing you need to know, when you go on the website, you check the bike section for all the gear and stuff, but I actually order a lot of the moto stuff, and the gloves basically cross over, moto gloves and mountain bike gloves. But I've been ordering moto jerseys more than I have mountain bike jerseys because the price point is amazing. The fabrics are really good, and I really like the fit of the Element jerseys, which we'll get into in just a second. Here is a brand new pair of camo gloves they just brought out for the 2022 season. This is the Mayhem camo. Love those. And I'm just venturing in for the first time into trying some of their shorts. And I think these are gonna look pretty, looks like I just gotta tear this one. So I got, this is the Rock Stacker short. Got 2 different models here. So here's the Rock Stacker, front and back. See, it's got the laser cut vents in the crotchal region. Reinforcement on the back, on the seat, which is really good. Velcro, waist adjustment, snap closures, and a zipper. So the fabric on these is really good, kind of a mid-weight, not super, super heavy, and that venting obviously is gonna help. So this is the Rock Stacker short from ONeil, and personally love gray because I like having options other than black. Speaking of options other than black, how about red? Now this is the Pennant short. And this is an even lighter weight fabric. So I wanted to get a pair of these to try as well. So pretty similar, I think, in design to the Rock Stacker, but this is a definitely lighter weight fabric, which for where I live in Central California, I mean, it's over 100 all summer and into the fall. I think this is gonna come in handy. So we've got the laser cut vents, front and back, reinforced seat, which actually that feels like a really pretty good sturdy material. And then same combo of snap and zipper, Velcro waist adjustment. So you guys will see me testing these. If you see me out riding or see pictures in the next few weeks, or I'm sure I'm gonna be wearing those a lot and checking them out, and maybe even do a review on this stuff. I think that would be pretty cool because ONeil really seems to be making a push to get heavier into mountain bikes. And you know, my teammate Greg Menard, we are technically teammates as ONeil supported riders, just won the downhill world championship at the ripe age of 40. So props to Greg, props to ONeil, props to the Santa Cruz Syndicate. All right, here's one of the brand new Element jerseys for this year. They're doing a camo series, so this is like neon safety yellow. They put Punk Uncle on the back for me. So it's gonna look pretty fly out on the trail. What else is in here? Ooh, this is another new design for this. I think these are all new designs for this year, but what's this one called? This is called the, I can't remember. It's another Element jersey. I'm gonna say like, I don't think Squadron is right because that's a different style, but Punk Uncle on the back. See the front there. Pretty cool. ONeil down the left sleeve. Black jerseys always come in handy. And last but not least, we got another one of the new camo series. This one is dark gray and red. You see the back of it still camoed in the front. So really hyped on this this new 2022 stuff from ONeil. It looks really good. And I'm telling you guys, these Element jerseys, the retail price on these is $29.99. You can't, like, I don't know of any other jerseys other than Trailhound, who's, you know, another supporter of mine, and their jerseys are, even the long sleeve is under 30 bucks, I believe, $29.99 exactly, maybe. But that's like, for riding gear, for like good quality, breathable riding gear, that is super affordable. I mean, it's not uncommon to see $50 jerseys from big brands. You know who I'm talking about, Troy Lee, Fox, all that kind of stuff. So ONeil has been around every bit as long. They've been around since the 70s, and they were actually, it's really, I love the fact that I'm working, you know, with them and supported by them, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but I go way back with them through motocross, and I think probably like 1990 or 89, when I was able to buy my first real dirt bike, the first pair of pants I bought, which was a major splurge for me, was a pair of Kawasaki green ONeil riding pants. And that was just one of the, like, in my teenage life, was one of the greatest purchases, like just one of the coolest things I'd ever bought besides the dirt bike itself. So I've always really dug ONeil. And then through me working with Moto Triple X, being their PR manager through the 2000s, that team, we were always sponsored by ONeil. So I've got a lot of nostalgic appreciation for the company, and they're just continuing to turn out really killer products at a really good price. So I know it's not maybe the first brand that comes to mind when you think of buying mountain bike gear, but I'm telling you, it's one you should consider, and the designs coming out are really cool, and the features they pack for the price are insane. Last but not least, on the unboxing, I should have had a pocket knife over here. Got one. So I got some whiskey in. I know what's in here, but I'm going to show you. This is one I've been waiting on for a bit. If these are wrapped up super crazy, I might need some off-camera assistance. Let's see here. Oh yeah, nah, this shouldn't be too bad. Okay. Whiskey nerds, pay attention. I'm pretty hyped on this. This is Penhook's Vertical Rye series. It's called Asteria, and this is a special thing through Breaking Bourbon, a barrel pit group I'm a part of. And what they're doing with this particular series is this is actually a 8 or 9 year vertical, where they're taking this very small batch of Penhook rye that's barrel proof. Yeah, it's 110 proof. And so there's only 220 bottles of this vintage. And I got 3 of them just now. I've got 3 of the vintage from last year, which was the first. So last year we started off with the 4 year of this batch of rye. This year it's the 5. We're going to continue that all the way into year 12. What's really cool about that is, like with wine, you get to taste, with wine you're tasting literally different vintages, right? So you're tasting the grapes that were harvested one year, the grapes that we're tasting the next. That's how you do a vertical tasting with wine. With whiskey, it's the same juice, it's the same liquid in the barrels, but what we're tasting is the progression of flavors as it sits in oak for another year at a time. So as you can imagine, tasting that 4 year, when the 12 year drops 7 years from now, there's going to be a huge difference from the way that whiskey tasted after 4 years in oak as there is from 12 years. And what's really fun about this, and what gets the nerdy part of me going, is that I get to taste year by year by year increments of this. So I've been really pumped on this series of ryes since they announced it last year, and just decided that I was going to be all in on it and buy every vintage and probably buy 3 bottles. That way I could taste it as we go through it. Each time I get a new one, I'll do a little side-by-side tasting, whatever vertical I have at that point. And then obviously I want to have, hopefully, 2 full sets of the entire series unopened when it's all said and done. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. So really stoked. Penhook, I've been digging their stuff a lot. I've gotten into more of the single barrels and special editions they're doing and really enjoying their whiskey.
Get the sticker.
Oh yeah, there. See if I can find the stickers in here. Hopefully they didn't forget them this time. They might have. So there is a series of stickers that comes with these, and they forgot to put them in the box, so I will have to reach out to Sealbox, who's the distributor on these, and make sure they ship those out. But it's really cool. They come with a sticker that you place on the back of the bottle, and it's basically a mural. So when you get the entire vintage, you'll be able to line them up on your bar and have this picture of these thoroughbred horses kind of galloping out in a pasture together or something like that. Penhook's, like, their whole thing as far as the labeling is always based on racing horses. Kentucky race horses, you know, pretty synonymous with each other. And so each bottling is different though. So this series, we have the same horse on the entire vertical series, and his name is Tis Rye Time. They tell you he was 16.1 hands and what color he was and all that kind of stuff. And so every time you buy a different Penhook whiskey, you get a different horse on the label. Kind of fun. I enjoy it. But yeah, so we'll have to get those stickers coming. Okay, let's give away some stuff. Oh, did want to mention, I just started listening yesterday to the new Iron Maiden album, Senjutsu, I think is how you say it. Was driving, went over and rode in Santa Cruz yesterday, had a great ride with our friends Noah and Janine. We rode Wilder Ranch, and that was super fun, had a really good ride, and I was trying to listen to in the car, but road noise and stuff, I didn't get a great listen through, so I'm going to be spending more time on that album, but I do always want to mention what I'm listening to at the time when I do these live streams. Iron Maiden's new album is definitely what I'm focused on at the moment, and on the reggae side, you guys might know I'm a pretty big reggae fan too. Ayaterra just dropped a new album, and I'm really digging that, so check that out on Spotify, or follow my playlists. If you go to the main channel page here on YouTube, you'll see links right up at the top, the little banner kind of thing. It's got little icons, and Spotify's one of them. That will take you to the Punk Uncle Show playlist on Spotify, and you can follow that and listen to it whenever you want. I recommend you just push play and hit shuffle and enjoy the ride. Okay, not going to delay this anymore. We're going to keep it pretty tight today on time. Who wants a Trailhound jersey? I didn't know, I don't have the technology to like put another screen up on while I'm doing a live and like do the randomizer for you guys, but the way I picked the winner was I took all the entries I got on Instagram. The requirement was you follow the Punk Uncle Show and Trailhound MTB on Instagram, and then subscribe to this channel, the Punk Uncle Show, on YouTube. That was the only thing you had to do to get entered for this, and then people got a bonus entry if they did that first and then made another comment on the Instagram post where they tagged 3 of their friends. So I had quite a few people get the double entry. Props to you guys, way to take advantage of that chance. And I was really pumped. I got, you know, a good amount of entries, and it was, you know, enough that I was like, hey, I really have no idea who's going to win this. So anyway, long story short, the way we picked the winner is I went online, found one of those randomizers, a little spinning wheel. I typed all the names in manually. Each person that entered, if they entered twice, I just typed their name in 2 times. Spun the wheel and got a winner right before we went live today. So the moment we've all been dying for is who's going to get a long or short sleeve version of this and a pair of gloves. The winner is Larry Smith, aka Lumpy Caca, at Lumpy Caca on Instagram. So Larry, congratulations, dude. I will hit you up with a message on Instagram and let you know that you're the winner. In case you weren't watching now, I'll probably make a post and announce it as well. But you got it, man. You've got a pair of gloves and a new jersey heading your way to Idaho very soon. So we'll just need to find out sizing and whether you want long or short sleeve, and we'll get that out to you very soon. So really want to thank Trailhound for offering to throw in a pair of gloves on this. I was like, hey, I'll just, buy a jersey and give it to somebody. And they're like, let's throw a pair of gloves in too. So that was really cool, those guys. They're a really cool company, and I encourage you guys to support a small new company who's really enthusiastic about the sport and trying to help a lot of riders and just trying to go kind of grassroots with getting the word out and marketing themselves. They're really cool with supporting, people like me who are, I'm a fairly new YouTube channel and a fairly new in my journey as a creator, but they've been really supportive, and they always share my posts and really pump it up, and I appreciate the love and support from those guys a lot. So I'm happy to be able to spread that and pay it forward and give somebody else a chance to experience this company. Also have to thank E13 and ONeil for their support and the stuff that I just opened up. I don't get it for free, guys. I do want to make that clear. I'm not getting free product from anybody, but they do hook me up with some discounts and stuff, which is much appreciated, because as much as I'm riding and filming and doing that kind of stuff, you just go through a lot of clothing and you go through a lot of gear and you rip jerseys and that kind of thing. And I mean, if you ride 4 or 5 days a week, you have to have a lot just in order to have something clean to wear. So definitely appreciate the support, and E13 has been really good for me this year. Not only with these tires, but through my build process on my Evil Following. Hopefully you guys watched those videos and that whole series. And they came through, like, I've got some really, like, their tires, their bar and stem on that bike, I've been really, really happy with. So I think we'll just wrap it there. There's not a whole lot to keep you on for at the moment. Just wanted to do that giveaway and show you guys some new stuff that came in, and definitely give some shouts to these supporters and these makers of great products. So hope you enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Stoke Roast coffee, and let's kick it and have a good time. Hope to see you out on the trail very soon. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one. And there it is. Peace out.